greeting you from Poverty Fighter Squad. As you know, this is our regular program on the YouTube. I have the pleasure this afternoon to introduce to you a Nigerian civil servant, a patriot. What he calls himself is a negotian, and it's a big pleasure to have him. He has expressed some great things that I would like to pass to you. Alhaji Musa, you are welcome.
Thank you.
You are welcome, sir.
Thank you.
I'm very happy
It's a pleasure.
that you are part of us now. And we also believe that, like I mentioned, with contributions from people like you, Nigeria will be looking forward.
Thank you.
I just want you to greet our Nigerian people back home. Yes, sir.
Ameko, Mokiyo,
Yes.
good afternoon. Olúwa kó wà pẹ̀lú gbogbo wa o, ó ṣàánú wa o. Ó yẹ ká máa rí mu.
Okay. Alhaji was speaking in Yoruba, doing great greetings that God should provide for all of us, and
Amen.
that the poverty in Nigeria will be eradicated one day.
Amen.
Thank you once again.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. Thinking about how it has been when you first came to Abuja,
Okay.
and the level of development we have now,
Yeah.
why do we have so much poverty around us?
That's a very tough question.
Yes, sir.
Very, very tough question. Well, the way I can, just put it forward is that the people, the salary, let's start from there.
Okay.
The salary given to workers is too low.
Okay.
Very, very low. Imagine now they say the minimum is 30,000. Is it not? What can 30,000 do
I wonder.
for a family? A family with 3-4 children and a wife. Sincerely, you see that even the salary itself is is breeding poverty. Yes, it's breeding poverty. So I think the government will look into it, and can you imagine? That's why people are protesting. Okay, the people at the National Assembly, look at what they are getting. Look at what they are getting compared to what we are getting. Although I'm no longer in the service, but when I was in the service, that's around 19. No, don't let me. I'm trying to recollect something.
Go on, sir. No problem.
My salary was 75,000 at that time. 75, 78.
Okay.
That's what I was earning. That goes into my bank account, and in fact, I really enjoyed it. So even the 75,000 now, it's 78. The 78,000 can't even do anything now. It can't do anything. See, we are retrogressing in a way. Yes,
we are not progressing.
We are not progressing. We are not progressing at all. So let's pray to God that things will change. We continue to pray that things will change. Let God answer our prayer and lift us up in a way that will benefit us. Yeah.
Now we are now in 2022.
Yes.
And we are preparing for 2023 election.
Inshallah. We are preparing for election.
Yeah. What do you think should happen? What type of person would you like to see as a president of Nigeria?
My brother.
Sir.
It's tough.
Go on.
The reason is this thing was zoned before. President was zoned. We started from General Obasanjo, followed by who? Yaradua. Good. After Yaradua, we have Jonathan. After Jonathan, we have our current president, Buhari. Now, but is the East going to have their slots. That is what we have to, consider, because it appears, the way we are doing ourselves is not the right way. Honestly, well, I'm not saying Bola Ahmed Tinubu should not run for president. I wish him the very best of luck. But when this thing was zoned, when Obasanjo came to power, say, the Yorubas, the Hausa, South, and now, and then the Igbos, they are looking forward to pick somebody from their side. But the way things are going now is very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. So, I don't know.
My question earlier on, sir, is
Okay.
that how do we now get poverty out of us, out of our system as a country?
My brother, how do we?
Yes. Sorry to take you.
Is
Sorry
I
to take you
mean,
unawares.
very, very, yeah, the question is very, very tough. Unless we develop Nigeria better than what it is now,
Okay.
you know, creating industries, jobs. For instance, from time in the past, there are graduates that have, graduated, and they have not got a job up till
Yes.
now.
Yes.
So how do we, stop poverty? Like I said, we have to create industry. We have to create jobs, for graduates that are unemployed. We have to, restructure, Nigeria in a way that will, you know, benefit its people. Things are not easy. Things are not easy at all. So that's just it. It's a very tough question. I don't have answers to it in a way, but let God be with us. Let God answer our prayer and lift Nigeria up and its citizens. So that's what I can say.
Thank you very much. Lastly, before I let you go,
Okay.
now you too, you are a poverty fighter.
I am.
You are a poverty fighter.
I
So
am.
we want to congratulate you first of all.
Thank you, Mr. Chan.
We only want to let you know that this is a collective responsibility.
Okay.
If Nigeria has to be out of poverty,
Poverty, yes.
it's a collective
It
responsibility.
is. It is.
And we have every reason to believe that when we have men like you, men of good grace, well-meaning Nigerians, patriotic, who are looking forward to better time,
Yeah.
definitely we'll get to somewhere. So just give us your last word of how do you, I don't want to use prayer, but what do you see for the future of Nigerian youth?
The future of Nigerian youth is not bright. Oh, it's not bright, my dear brother. Let's speak the truth. Sincerely, it's not bright because majority of them are unemployed for now. And how do they get jobs? It's very, very tough. Very, very tough. That's just it.
Would you advise young people of about what age would you advise them to get married now, considering the situation of it?
My dear brother.
And what age did you get married? Just give us your own side of it and then go to what you recommend for
Okay.
them now.
I got married at 29. Yeah.
See?
I got married at 29. And the way things are now, if people don't have jobs, how would they, how would they muster themselves? How would they, lift up themselves in a way, even as a family, husband and wife, producing children? It's tough. It's tough. The car has come. Okay,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
please.
Thank you. Please introduce yourself again.
My name is Alaji Fatai Olayinka Muse. I'm a Lagosian. I was transferred there by the order given by General Sonny Abacha in 1998 that civil servants who are working with the federal government should leave Lagos. If they don't leave Lagos, they lose their job. So that's why I'm in Abuja. And my wife is here too. Is working with NAFDAC. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here.
Welcome back. Poverty Fighter Squad, Poverty Fighter TV, Poverty Fighter on www.ikejachamber.com, Poverty Fighter on 09099995515. Poverty Fighter on Reflections with Otunba. It's another beautiful day. We are thanking God for all the possibilities that we have been getting, all the suggestions, all the constructive criticism, and those better things that we are here to do with ourselves. Sometime now we have been hearing that a lot of our senators and our legislators, the amount of money that they receive in a month is very, very awesome. I don't know what a man wants to do with 35 million naira per month. And here we are talking about fighting poverty. I definitely know that they are not listening. They do not want to listen. And they are making sure that they write their names in bad blood, because this prosperity will judge one day how this country is being run. I do not understand the meaning of certain people, individuals. We just stand up in the chamber and be suggesting that the past presidents and the present president should be earning money after retirement, running to about 9 billion naira every month, every year rather. 9 billion naira. Put together, they are not up to 30. Abi, how many presidents has Nigeria had? Eh? We are one country that we need to really stand up. We really need to stand up. This is not the way to do it now. Just because you want to impress your in-law or somebody somewhere, by chance, by means of crook or hook, you got yourself into the chamber. And there you are recommending that people should be earning 35 million per month. We have to call God to judge this one. Oh. This is very, very bad. And we are talking about poverty. People are going on the streets, going on their bed every day without food in their stomach. And these people, these so-called legislators I think they are just damagers. They are damaging this country. They are making the young ones to look so stupid. The way they are even going about it now, they are ensuring that their individual families remains permanently in government, up to the level that you cannot even know how it is going to be in another year or two. Presently now, we are talking about having another presidential election, and a lot of people are coming up with various unprintable things. I've not seen anybody coming up to talk to us about what is going to happen to education, what is going to happen to infrastructure, what is going to happen to unemployment, what is going to happen to health. Nobody is coming to tell us anything that has to do with that. And we have also discovered something. In the Poverty Fighter Squad, we have discovered that Nigeria has no business in economic running. They take 2 years to plan for their election. They take the remaining 2 years to execute this so-called plan. And what does the plan need? All the plan means is that they are going to wallop billions and billions of money to themselves, allocating on unimaginable figures. Somebody who just came from the village, somebody whose parents have never had anything in their life. They do crook and hook and means, and they get to the so-called position only to become teen gods. This is a collective liability. That is what these people are.
liability to the nation. They are not helping anybody. They are not even helping themselves. Because come to think of it, by the time you leave office, now most of them they don't even leave. What they do is they recycle. They recycle. They will be there. Some have been there since 1999. There are certain legislators and senators or whatever their name is that have been there since 1999. Nigeria has not gone to moon because of that. Nigeria has not got, they have not even made one attempt on industrialization. All you see them do is they said they are not the one that recommended it. It is the Physical and Planning Commission or one name, one crazy organization comes up to come and talk about giving whoever has done that, God will punish them. Whoever has recommended that somebody should be taking 35 million naira per month in the country that is being labeled worldwide as the headquarters of poverty in the world, this is very, very questionable. I'm saying this afternoon with all seriousness and with all sense of responsibility as a Nigerian, that it is not acceptable. Not only that prosperity will judge them, they will account for it. A day will come, they will account for it. They will account for it because this is colossal. The damage is unimaginable.
Welcome back. Poverty Fighter Squad TV. You are welcome to today's episode. Today's episode is full of energy and vibration as you will discover as we proceed. You are watching from the YouTube of a dynamic organization that refuses to agree that Nigeria is the capital headquarters of poverty in the world. This is a challenge that is not making the country to move forward. This is a psychological defeat for our Nigerian people. It may not even allow someone else to even stand up to his glory. And we are worried, like every other well-meaning Nigerian, that how can we be labeled as such? A day will still come where we go back to that opinion poll that discovered this kind of rubbish of a name that they have put on us. Before now, they were calling Nigeria the giant of Africa. We have not lost that appellation yet, but for only the type of leaders that we are still producing in Nigeria for now. It will end. This capitalist-oriented system of government will end. We have had a lot of times when leaders tell us that this presidential system we are running is too expensive for Nigeria to survive. Nigeria cannot survive where certain individuals, for whatever position they think they hold, takes 35 million naira from the coffers of this government, of this country every month. Certain individuals, I think they're about 109. They call themselves the National Assembly. They take away 35 million naira monthly from our coffers. And the Greens Chamber, they take away 25 million naira each every month. This is enough to cause a psychological setback for people. In other words, very, very, very few of us, maybe 1% of a population of over 200 million people are living in comfort. So, I will not even argue with those who come up with that appellation that Nigeria is the capital headquarters of the poorest people in the world. I also find it more damaging when this same group of people, when they come up to say that people who have served this country before, so to say, or people who have wrecked this country before, should now go back and be paid life pensions. Somebody who spent only 4 or 5 years or 8 years maximum on a seat, that he has looted the whole place. I use the word loot because it's a regular language in Nigeria. I'm not shortchanging myself by trying to look for a decent word for it. It is pure looting. This is not leadership.
This is hardship. This is hardship incorporated. When you have millions of Nigerians who go to bed every night in empty belly, and you don't expect a faster recruitment from bandits, from kidnappers, from Boko Haram, how are you going to stop it? And somebody is somewhere laughing over our heads by taking money that can feed a whole community in a whole year, taking it in a month to do what? On the so-called city is taking so much emoluments that it does not even need any money. It doesn't buy fuel, it doesn't buy car. They change their cars as monthly as changing their underwears. I do not subscribe to such Nigeria. So I count this one not to be my own Nigeria, where the people of this nation are being referred to as the poorest. It has to be by count, by numerical count. If it is only 1% of the people that are living in affluence and the rest of them are in penury, it's not surprising that ritual killings now is the order of the day, because somebody wants to look like the man that came from his village too. We are human beings. We have every tendency to migrate, even in our thinking, not to talk of physical. You cannot tie us down. People must reason. They must find ways to sustain themselves and their family. So if people who call themselves leaders, this is the kind of example they are showing, then they are making it worse. They are not responsible to us. They are only responsible to their stomach. And for the fact that majority of them are even scared of going to fend for themselves, they have now turned themselves to professional politicians. I don't know where that comes from. You must have a training. You cannot be a professional politician. There's nothing like that. How can you be a professional politician? Are you telling me that politics has now become a system of recycling and recycling, where you have people of better integrity who can serve, who can deliver, who can take Nigeria to the moon scientifically, and you keep them behind, you keep them, you do not even allow any participation, you entrench what is called a totally extinction. Younger minds, fresher brains, young blood. You are not even benefiting from the scores and scores of such people. You want to sit down there, whether you do it right or wrong, you don't even want to be asked. Posterity will judge. You will account for it. Poverty Fighters is saying whoever leaves this world in the position of leadership and leave us in this penury we are, he will not rest in peace. I will take a break now by telling you where to go to join forces with us. www.ikejachamber.com. This is a very serious matter, and I want you to join the force with us. Thank you.
Same deposit in all humans, but the capacity of developing them varies, in the sense that to the talent you give attention is the talent you become highly most productive in. For instance, Ronaldo gives daily attention to football, so that's where he found his core value. It's not to say that Ronaldo cannot be a writer. It's not to say that Ronaldo cannot be a singer. It's not that Ronaldo cannot be an inventor. But where you dwell daily in, which of your resources have you been able to spend the highest of your time in? That's where your greatest strength is. And that's where you can unify and unique yourself in a way that you can give back to society and get blessed for it. One thing you need to understand, that God did not make mistake for making human being much, plenty, population driven. He didn't make that mistake. He gave your neighbor as a market for your survival. What do you have that your neighbor needs? What do you have that you can bring to the table that your neighbor will pay for to get? That is the essence of human existence. Commercialization, our uniqueness, our socialization is to share cultural ideology. You buy from me, I buy from you. When you have something that you can give that is unique to your person, that is the outright glory point that you carry. That is why I'm emphasizing on the essence of discover you. Discover yourself today. You carry something that your neighbor needs. There's something very unique about you that the world is waiting to see, to gain expression, to become. That is the enterprise in you. That's the enterprise that you are. That is why you are first an entrepreneur before you are a human. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As you know, this is Poverty Fighters TV on YouTube. And this particular segment is known as Otunba Adeleye Reflections with Otunba Adeleye. We are trying to see where the default area is in our life. We are trying to identify at what point did we derail. In other words, we are trying to fill the gap between the old and the young. Reflections with Otunba Adeleye is graciously sponsored by Poverty Fighters Squad TV. The team leader of Poverty Fighters, that's the highest marshal in this organization, is Dr. Edward Eyitayo Olutoke, a man with a vision and a purpose for this generation and the one to come. I would like you to reintroduce yourself in your capacity as a career entrepreneur, and what else can you do for other Nigerians? Please go
Okay. Um, First of all, I am Dr. Oko Gabriel Tracy. My background of study is economic development. Before I ventured into this academic pursuit, I have always had a crave to help the helpless, to support the vulnerable. It's always been my passion from childhood. I'm inclined to helping you self discover, self actualize. I'm inclined to help you understand objectivity when you exist. I'm inclined to bring you back to recall, where you look at where am I coming from, to be able to ascertain where am I going. I'm inclined to be able to open your insights to find purpose for existence. I'm inclined to combat hopelessness. I'm inclined to restore the vigor that drives you and make you tick. This has been my own hunger from childhood. It has moved me to take up giant strides, not supported by anyone, individually on my own. I have taken steps that when I look back at it, I marvel. I have traveled to 14 different countries in this 14 different states in this country, capturing Northeast from Taraba to Yola to Adama. There's nowhere I have not gone, taking this message of self-discovery just for young people to be able to save the error that the elderly may have made. For young people to be able to deliver us from the ignorance of leadership in the wrong perception, in the wrong way. For young people to be able to combat poverty, to be able to come out of lack, to be providers. And for you to be able to do this, it's a flow chain from an inside vessel to an outward existence. Whatever you see in this physical world began from inside someone. Somebody thought it through. Somebody saw the window. Somebody saw the vacuum. Somebody saw the emptiness. Somebody decided to fill that gap. Somebody decided to make that move. That is why I and you can enjoy what they've been able to bring out externally. For instance, the men who created phone, they knew the value of communication. The men who created aircraft, they knew the importance of movement. They knew that human beings are inclined to motion. That's why we have legs. We need to look into our biography. We need to look into our biology. From looking into your biology, you will see essence and value in everything that God has given to you. You are a walking machine on earth with the purpose to elevate poverty, with the purpose to extract humanity
from what we are witnessing right now in Russia and Ukraine, with the objectivity to bring salvation to all men. Salvation is not based on religion propaganda. Salvation is not based on what you tell people about the life after now. Salvation is more of how many sufferings have you been able to liberate? How many burdens have you been able to take off? For instance, the mandate of the Poverty Elevation Program, the mandate of this organization trying to elevate poverty is a huge tax. It's a humongous tax that everybody should be involved in. And how do you eradicate poverty? Is it by giving stipends? No. It is not by giving stipend because you compound the situation by passing money to people because they become lazy and waiting on money to get to them. Mind you, I will take you through a Chinese proverb before I will bring you back to my own ideology on how to fight poverty. The Chinese proverb said, before you will give a man fish, teach him how to get the fish. Because when he knows how to get the fish, he can not only get for himself, he can get for others. He can become a line of provision. Build the enterprise in man, and you will succeed to eradicate the challenges men face in all digression, in all ramifications. Because everything the world needs, you carry. Everything that this world needs, from level to level, stage by stage, you who is listening to me, you who is watching, you who is looking at me, you carry it. It's just for you to pause and look inward. Silence the outside world to go inside and find what you are, your outstanding uniqueness. Discover it now because that is your roadmap to eliminate poverty, not only